Good morning, students. Welcome back. How are you all? My little stars. Once again, let's start our session. Before that, here's wishing you a day full of loving, healing blessings and positive energy. Hope you have utilized the given time to complete the work. Yes, girls? Very good. So let's start our class. Today we are moving with the grammar again. Let's learn some more rules that has to be followed while writing the sentence and the importance of capital letters. So today's topic is about the sentences and the importance of the capital letters. Now let's start with sentences. Here's a simple definition. A group of words that makes complete sense is called a sentence. That means first we learned alphabets. Then with that alphabets we formed words. That words are put together in one order that makes a complete sense. That means it gives some meaning to it. So which is called a sentence. Now what I am reading, this itself is a sentence. If I jumble these words and keep them here and there, you will not understand. For example, if I say group words of makes that sense complete, in that way if I change the order of the words, then you can't understand the meaning of it and it's not a complete sensible sentence. Okay, so when you arrange the words in proper way so that it makes a meaning to what you want to say is called a sentence. So every sentence that tells something begins with a capital letter. So that is a must rule, where a sentence has to begin with a capital letter and it should end with a full stop. Okay, if you don't put full stop at the end of the sentence, marks will be cut. So it's very particular grammar which you have to remember. Okay, many children forget to keep full stop and just continue with writing. So once you complete one sentence, you have to put a full stop. Then again, when you're continuing with other sentence, after full stop, you have to start again with the capital letter. Okay, these are the basic rules which we have to follow. So for our standard, we will be learning about how to write a meaningful sentence and the basic rules. Okay, we will not go more deeper into this. That you will be learning when you go to higher classes. Okay, now let's move on. Here see, every sentence has two parts, the naming part and the action part. I wrote the naming part with red letters and the action part with red letters. What does that mean? That means you have two parts, two sides. Naming part is there and action part. That is, one will tell about the subject, what exactly you are talking about. And action part is, the other one is, that is related to that. Okay? Predicate, that is called predicate in another words. That's why given in brackets, say subject, then predicate. Okay? It can be, subject is nothing but the naming part and predicate is nothing but the action part. Action means where you are doing something. So in general also, if you say action means something you are showing it, you are doing it. Okay, action movies you say, where you see lot of fighting. Yes, so that is nothing but it's related to an action, related to one physical, and it related to the subject. Okay, that is dependent on subject. What this action part is saying, that is related to this subject. It should be interlinked. Okay, you can't say this different, that different. both should be again together. Now see, for example, the girls play cricket. Here the girls is the naming part. Play cricket is the action part. And when I club together, I got the sentence like this, which I highlighted in blue. The girls play cricket. Okay. So here, the girls play cricket. When you see the T-H-E, T is capital letter. The girls. You are talking about girls here. Okay. As we learned about the article in the previous class, the. So to specify, to give more importance to the word girls, we are writing THE the here. The girls play cricket. So cricket, after that we are putting full stop again. So this is one sentence now. Okay, they play cricket. Overall we are talking about that. This is a complete sentence. Now if I take out the subject or the predicate, it will become meaningless. Both are very important for a sentence. Subject is important as well as a predicate is important. For example, the girls is a subject. If I remove that and if I say only play cricket in the sentence, if I say only play cricket, so that is an incomplete one. No, there is no clarity. What play cricket? There is meaningless. It's a meaningless sentence. And if I say only the girls, what do you mean by the girls? Then after that, what is a continuation? Naturally, everyone will expect. So, there should be a continuation after the subject. That should be related to the subject. Okay, that is play cricket. So, this is one example I gave. Now, I may ask to build a sentence by the given words. Okay, in this way, I may ask, so see, I, buzz, big, the words are highlighted in yellow. You need to arrange that so that you should get a meaningful sentence. So I got a meaningful sentence like I see a big bus. You can see the bus picture also. So overall, when you put the words in an order, you should see that whether it is coming a meaningful sentence or not. If you tell I see a bus big, then it's not a proper English. Then if I say I big see a bus, that is also not a proper way. When you read the sentence only, it's so confusing. No, when you jumble the word in that way and try to read it out, that's so confusing and you can't understand what exactly it is. So I see a big bus. So this is very clear. Here we are talking about a big bus. So that is what that is framed in this way. Build a sentence. So here you can see all separate words that are put together and they became a complete sentence now. So this is our English language. First we have learned alphabets, and with that alphabets we learned small words, and with that words we are framing the sentences. How beautiful is the subject C. Yes children, hope you are understanding. And here I see a big bus. Here what is the subject? Subject is nothing but about the bus. And what is the predicate? What you are doing? Doing. Okay, doing word. I see. See is a doing. That is a predicate. Okay, I see a big bus. You are talking about bus here basically. That is the subject. That is a main thing. And see, that is the doing word, what you are doing. So that is see. I see a big bus. So compulsory in a sentence, the noun and the action word both should be there. Here noun is bus. Okay. This is a common noun. And action word is see. You are doing an action here. See. You are doing it. Right. I see a big bus. Hope I am clear here. Now if we go to some more sentences like this. Picture sentences. See here. One picture is given and 4 options are given for you. You have to choose a correct one. The man is reading. You have to first observe the picture here. Picture sentences, in that you have to observe the picture. The man is reading. Then B, The man has a cat. Is the man having cat here? No. Then B will not come. Then C. The man is eating food. Is he eating food? No. Then D. The man can write a story. The sentence what is given should be related to the picture. So here B, C, D, these three are not related to the picture. What is shown here? Isn't it, girls? What the man is doing here? He is reading. So first one is correct. The man is reading. So this is the correct option. Okay, let's see. We will check the answers later. First, let's discuss. Now, second one, see. The girl has a dog. Is the girl having dog here? No. Then the girl is jumping rope. Okay, you can see the jumping rope here. Fine. The girl is eating cookies. No. Is the girl eating cookies? No, no, no. The girl has a new doll. Can you see the doll here? No. Yes? Please observe the picture as well as try to read out the sentences here. The simple sentence is, when you see the picture like this, the girl is jumping rope. So this is the correct option. Second one, B is the correct one. Okay. Now next, third one. Third one, first you observe the picture, what the boy is doing there. Okay. Now here, try to read out the choices. The boy is at the store. Is the boy is at the store? Store is nothing but it's like a shop. Okay. The boy is at the park. Is he at the park? No. The boy is at school. As he is writing something, maybe let's see. Then the boy has a little cat. Is the boy having little cat here? No. So the best option is what then? He's not in the park, right? That is for sure. He's not having little cat also. No. Then the boy is at the store, he's saying. No, he is not in the shop. Then the boy is at school. So the best option is the boy is at school. He is at school in the class. So third one, C is correct. So first one A, second one B, third one C. Our answers are here. Okay. So this type of questions may also be asked. So when you see a picture, you have to try to correlate with the picture the correct sentence. So these are the picture sentences which we discussed. Here one small note I just want to specify. I already specified in articles also. The is a definite article and is used to refer to a specific person, place, animal, thing. Okay. And one more thing I want to say here. You will pronounce the when it is a before the consonant. But you will pronounce it as the when the word is sounding a vowel sound. Okay. The oranges, the old man, you will say. The old man, you will not say. The old man, the oranges. The will come when the consonant sound is coming. Okay, the boy, the girl. So that is common. So sometimes the is pronounced as the also when the word is sounding with vowel. Okay. What are vowels now? A, E, I, O, U. You have to remember this. Now here see, let's move on to capital letters. What is the importance of capital letter? The main purpose of a word with a capital letter is to give the word proper importance. So if you don't start with the capital letter, then that particular word will not be identified properly. For example, here I have given Mr. and Mrs. that visited Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan. Everything is in small letters. So there is no differentiation, right? But later I am showing with red letter, capital M. All the capital letters are highlighted with red color if you observe. Okay. Then when you see that, you'll come to know, okay, capital D is there, that means dat, that is about the person you are talking. Two persons you are talking. Mr. and Mrs. that means a man and a woman. Okay. Visited Jaipur. Jaipur is a state. It's a state name. Specific, proper noun it is Jaipur. So that's the reason it's starting with capital J. The capital of Rajasthan. Rajasthan is also a place name. So if you don't highlight like this, everything will look same, similar. So in this, which is place, which is a person name, which is, there is no clarity. Everything is clubbed. So here, the capital letter will differentiate in a sentence which is the proper noun, which is the subject what we are talking, and which is a place here. So that all plays an important role by a capital letter. Okay. So capital letters also play an important role. Here are some of the rules that has to be followed in writing the capital letters. It's important always to capitalize the first letter of a sentence. Already we discussed this. So our sentence should start with the capital letter, right? And it should end with a very good, full stop. And again, if you want to continue with the sentence, you have to start again with the capital letter. Fine. So this is what it covers. Now here, second one is titles or names of people. See, your own name you take. If it is written in small letters, first the basic starting letter will be capital letter always. Even our school name also, if you see, isn't it? It starts with a capital letter. So every special place, the monuments, these are all the titles or names of people, all start with capital letters. And next is calendar. If you observe calendar also, in that the days, months and holidays are specified in capital letters. Okay, they are specified with capital letter. So that plays an important role, which is very important when you specify with capital letter, when you start with capital letter. So automatically our eyes will fall on that. What is this? It's written in capital, you see, right? So it plays a very important role in sentences. This I am stressing so much, you'll come to know now. Now next is proper nouns. Proper nouns, as we discussed, specified place, about a specified animal or name, thing, they are all specified. They are shown with capital letter. So that is obviously about the proper noun. Now, for example, Minar is there. Many Minars are there. That is a common noun. Now, when I say Qutub Minar, that is a proper noun. Okay. Now, many Mahals will be there. But Taj Mahal is something different. Only one Taj Mahal is there, specified. It's a proper noun. So in that way, okay, many schools are there. But when I say St. Anne's High School, we are talking only about one school there, isn't it? And that's the reason our school name starts with capital letter there. Any school, if you take it. Even our name also. My name is different and your name is different. So that is proper. We are discussing from so many days proper nouns, isn't it? So this is one. Then always the pronoun I is capitalized. I. Pronoun we'll be discussing in the next class. So here the pronoun, instead of noun where you use this pronoun, instead of name, I is used. So my name is B. Harita. I study in so and so. When I am saying, again I am not saying B. Harita only. I am saying I. So that is a pronoun. Instead of name, I am using this. That is always, it is written in capital letter. In the sentence also, it will be in capital letter only. So that is one more rule in the capital letters. Then after a full stop, to continue, we should begin with capital letter. Yes, we discussed this also. So after a full stop, again, if you want to continue the sentences further, you have to start again with a capital letter. So why I am discussing so much about sentences, capital letters, this all because you have one exercise in your Chuk Chuk lesson. As you all got your books in your semester 1, turn to page 12, C1. There is one exercise which you have to write it in your classwork. I have done for you. Okay. Please make a note of this in your classworks. It's given totally in small letters. Okay. I mentioned the page number also. Page 12, C1 in your semester book. So write it in your classwork now. Aarti has one sister and two brothers. This is a sentence given in your book. So you have to rewrite the sentence with capital letters wherever needed. So here Aarti is a name of a girl. So it's starting with capital letter A. Has one sister and two brothers. Okay. Sister, brother, that is common noun, so no need to highlight with the capital letter. It's not, if it is proper noun only, you will be writing with capital letter. Okay. Here Aarti is the proper noun, and as a sentence is starting with Aarti, it is starting, the name is started with capital letter. Okay, this is first one. The next one, the children do not go to school on Sunday. So here the T is started with capital letter. Then again Sunday. Sunday is a proper noun. Just now we discussed the rules of the capital letter. So in the calendar also, the days, weeks, holidays, that all mentioned with capital letter. So here Sunday, it's a proper noun. So S is written in capital letter. You have to write this all in your notes. Okay, touch the two lines, double rule no. Touch the two lines and write it in your notes. Now next is a third one. My friends and I like to watch the parade on Republic Day. Now here my is here, as the sentence is starting with my, it should be with capital letter M. Friends and I also, it should be capital letter. I said no. Okay, then like to watch the parade. Parade means P. Here P is highlighted in capital letter. Then on Republic Day, here again R is starting with capital letter. Then again D also capital. Just observe and try to complete this. My friends and I like to watch the parade on Republic Day. Give finger space when you are writing in your notes. Write neatly. See here this one. Holi, Christmas and Eid are the favorite festivals of children. So here Holi is a proper noun. It's a festival name. Christmas also the same. Eid also the same. So all three festivals are starting with the capital letters, if you see. So this is a change what is done, what we have to do. Okay, hope you are understanding. Now here this we discussed already. The capital of Rajasthan, it went here. Okay, fine. See here, Mr. and Mrs. Dutt visited Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan. So here Mr. and Mrs. Dutt visited Jaipur, the capital of Rajasthan. We discussed this example before also. So we have to highlight in this way and rewrite this. So this is the exercise that is given in your semester book. So please write it in your classworks. To make you understand this, I discussed about sentences and the capital letters. Hope it is clear, and it's very important to maintain the capital letter in between the sentences where it is needed only. You can't just write anywhere. Okay, you need to observe which is a proper noun and is it necessary there you have to think, and then you have to proceed with it. Now here Jaipur, I said Jaipur is a place name. That's the reason I am writing with capital letter. Even Rajasthan also is a place name. So it's a noun, proper noun, properly mentioned the name. So they are mentioned with capital letters, right? Here Mr. and Mrs. Dutt. Dutt is also a proper name. That's the reason D is written with capital letter. So in that way you need to observe and complete the exercise, right? So this is I have done for you. Please write it in your classworks and complete this. Here is the homework. Complete in semester 1 page 66 and 67. In page 66 you need to arrange the given words in alphabetical order. And in page 67 you need to underline the proper nouns in the given sentence. So as we discussed earlier, proper nouns, the words that start with capital letter, that you have to identify in the sentence and underline them. Then one more exercise is also there where you have to write the proper nouns in page 67. Okay, these two pages, they are after your all lessons. Some more exercises are continued. So in this is in the lesson Chuk Chuk you have, after all lessons over, you have again extra grammar pages. So in that these exercises are included. Okay, page 66 and 67 in Chuk Chuk lesson. So till next session, stay home, stay safe. Thank you. God bless you.